Alright. Here we go again. Select scenario, the refugees. Customize medium. All the mediums. We're not even gonna do a blend of hard, just medium. I can't handle it anymore. I just can't handle it anymore. I need a relaxing time for Frostpunk here. Which, you know, granted, medium is still a bit challenging, so it may not actually be as relaxing as I'm kind of looking for it to be. So I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Day 1 of medium difficulty. After that, trudgery. It's my made-up word, that's because I don't know how to pronounce the actual word. Refugees, we were condemned to die with the rest of the common folk when London was destroyed, but we rose up. We commandeered the ships that were meant to carry the wealthy and safety and sailed north. Here we found a generator and claimed it for ourselves. Now we must gather all our people in this new city before the lords arrive to rob us of our freedom again. We will never submit. Got that? We are not... Alright, well, we're gonna let the lords in, but we are going to be ruthless. Everyone's on the same level. That's the plan here. Excuse me. Alright. Save our people. After the ships we stole from the lords got stuck in the frozen ocean, we head out in small groups towards a generator. Most of our people are still on the trail. They have less than 2 weeks of supplies, and the weather is getting worse every day. I believe these are still saying 0. We must do everything we can to make sure they all get here safely. Alright, so on hard mode, we're still going to be making hard mode choices because I feel strong about some of those choices here, and I'm still a little bit afraid that this is actually going to be a little bit more difficult than I was originally, or what I'm kind of expecting it to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit that big old pause button, and let's put everybody on wood. As many people as we can on wood. Oh, the cat howling has begun. That means she has finished her dinner. Let's go ahead and take 2 people off of there. Let's take 2 engineers off of there, put them on the coal. Just to kind of let it be a little bit of a trickle here. We're going to be having another group here. Another group. By another group, I mean the first group. Oh, Bozo want food. Hello. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been over a week, I think. Enjoyed the Winterfell series. Tried to thumbs up them all. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, notice there's been a little bit of extra activity on the YouTube. I appreciate that, Bozo want food. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put children at work. Let's go ahead and do that. I did sort of forget to do that. So Bozo, I think you have... It's midnight here, so hard for me to catch you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 o'clock is like the earliest... I mean, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. It's like the earliest I can really start. I actually kind of finish work around like 4 or so, and it gives me a little bit of time to have dinner and stuff. Sorry about that. That's a shame. We still have refugees, so we are going to be playing on medium. We are not trying on hard anymore. I really just want to finish it at this point. And there's a new game that just came out called Shapes.io. And I really want to play that. And right now it's like the good balance of popular where there's enough viewers and not a lot of people streaming it. I really just want to get through refugees. It's been such an uphill battle on hard mode. 12 hours of hard mode and we haven't finished it. We've gotten so far into the expansion, but we couldn't just finish it. So on hard at least. So I need a win on Frostpunk especially. So I'm still excited about getting through the refugees. I want to see how it ends. I'm going to be kind of picking the same sort of options. They're just going to be, hopefully it won't be the same level of hard. Shape.io. Yeah, it's on Steam. There's a web-based version. It's on itch.io as well. I think it's actually free. There's a standalone game, and I think it runs better. That's what the description says, at least on itch.io. And it's actually Shapes. It just dawned on me. It's spelled shape with a z.io. It's only like $3 or $4. And the same developer also made like a zombie tower defense / factory game. And I'm also kind of curious about that one. Nobody's streaming that one, so I may not actually stream that one. But Shapes.io, I think, is yeah, it's interesting. I've read it's similar to Factorio. It's a little bit easier to get into. Yeah. So when we're done with refugees, probably not today, but if that's going to happen the next like few days, we're going to be switching to that. I think that's going to be the next one. It seemed like it was going to be a mix of Mindustry, so like really fast paced, but there's not a lot of stresses and there's no enemies. You just make a factory, and it seemed like there was like this infinite loop. So I'm really curious to see what that's going to become. All right. So we got our people. They're doing stuff. We're going to turn a generator on until nightfall, allowing us to gather our coal. And see, our coal actually starts a little bit higher on medium. No roof over our heads. Okay. Captain understandably concerned with the lack of weather. I provide some shelter. Let's go ahead and just do that one. And work is over, so let's go ahead and do level 1. Construction tents. Alright, so we're going to put our homes. Frostpunk music, yeah, it's really good. The menu Frostpunk music is like really, really intense. I keep forgetting, like, while I'm like in the discussion frame that on my little streamy thing, like the music just gets really overpowering. AI should be a pro at this map. That's right. We'll see. I should be. I feel confident. I feel confident if I remember everything correctly. I didn't realize I actually put so many people on there. Probably should. Let's transfer 5 and put them on the steel. These pods are basically going to be done here shortly. And this is where the rest... Actually, I'm going to stop these. I liked the last build that we did. We lost a little bit of time there, but because we're getting rid of these first, I really liked the layout that we had where all of our homes are over here. All medical stuff is over here. They're the fact that they neighbored each other, they complemented the steam hub use, and same for this side. This is where our coal thumpers and stuff like that are going to go. So basically, all of our things that don't need any heat is going to be up there, I think. So you've done all the maps, Bozo. Cool. Just waiting for the new one. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm really hoping for another kind of interesting mechanic. I've read a few things in the YouTube comments that seemed interesting, like flooding. So like a massive ice thawing, and then there's just water everywhere. So there's like, you need to do like water pumps or something like that. But that would be kind of cool. It's one of my favorite ones that I read. I think everybody should be, oh yes, everybody should be very comfortable. So early homes, we're also ready for the next group. We're gonna also go ahead and drop a medical post here. And we have enough to make a cookhouse. I think I'm gonna put them over here because I don't like how this distributes. And the hunter's hut, we're gonna spend a little bit of wood. Yeah, let's go ahead and start them, I think there, because I think we can do, workshop is 15 wood. I believe the workshop can fit right there. The only thing I was kind of like on the edge about was where to put the workshops. In our last playthrough. It's meant to be the aftermath. Yeah, okay. Did you read that somewhere? I didn't read that, actually. That it was going to be the aftermath. Maybe it was just really heavily implied by the trailer, and I just didn't make that connection. A very likely thing for me not to make that connection. Illness and healthcare. Don't you worry, we have a medical post opening up right now. People of Dying City, or Winter Home 2. We still need 3 more homes. Whoopsie. Actually, I want to start favoring on this side. I think the next thing we're gonna do is gonna be fighting arena or soup. I think it's gonna be soup because it's the early food is really hard. Okay, let's take let's just go with 3 engineers. We only have 1 sick person. 3 is a pretty good efficiency. You think so? Yeah, and it's about the edge. Has the game implied or said anything about the term "the edge"? I don't remember reading anything about the edge as like a termed thing. Everyone starts off building nice and neat and mid-game when you need to medical posts. It just dropped them anywhere. Yeah. You should, Bozo, you should watch my last playthrough. It's it's such a catastrophe of just everything we could possibly do. Like, I had medical posts scattered everywhere. It was awful. It was really, really bad. Just 2 people for the accounts there. It was super, super bad. Oh, the game starts us off with a little bit more food too. It's nice. Medium already feels a little bit better. DLC is legit called On the Edge. Right. I meant like, has the game said anything about the term "the edge," or like narratively speak, has the game said anything about, or has a narrative ever included the term "the edge"? I don't recall any point in the narrative having that as like a used term. Gotcha. Okay. I thought maybe I missed something. I know, like, the last autumn, there was like a few new terms that they added. Tells a story of citizens of New London sent for a special assignment after the Great Storm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess their website does say a bigger picture sort of thing. Might be a mental thing, like your people on the edge. Oh, that would be... Yeah, I guess. Like, people are just... They're just literally on the edge, and they're just like, I can't take this anymore. This needs to stop now. I could see that. I honestly, that makes sense. If that's what it is, that works. That works. I do hope for a more, like a different mechanic or something to be introduced, not just an extra challenge. Like the refugees challenge is just that there's so many. Do I want a work thing there? It's just so far from everywhere. But the workshop isn't super useful over here. Okay. So the coal thumper is going to be over here. We could kind of divide. Rotate the other way, buddy. We could kind of divide the residential area from the other area using worker hours. Yes, you finished your food. Our cat is just a monster. When she finishes food, she just hollers, announces to the world. If not only opens a brand new chapter set, in the Frostpunk universe, but also pits you against new challenges and offers unique mechanics, both in the city and on the Frostland map, further enriching the core experience. Research has heat level 2, so it's not a biggie. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. Still, the overlapping of the Steam hubs, I would like it, I prefer it to be like almost right in the middle. It's fine. At least here, the workshops will be complemented by the working hours for the Steam hub, so it would actually share the same level of priority. Alright, we need some workers. I guess it doesn't matter, it's not, but we just need to, load the Hunter's Hut up before 6 o'clock. So Bozo, how many hours do you have in Frostpunk? Natty in chat, she's not in chat today, it seems. She has, I think, 400 or something like that. And then, I forgot, it's it wasn't Crystal Dots has like, I'm sure over. Oh, okay, you and I are actually about the same number of hours. Yeah, where the early game defines the end game. That is awesome, and Frostpunk definitely builds up those early decisions, and every decision thereafter is very clearly your fault when it doesn't work. You've done all the survival modes, gotcha. Yeah, I kind of got held up with the hard mode. I was encouraged to do the hard mode. I should have just done medium. It's okay. It was actually pretty fun. It was a good experience. The first group is finally here. We were relieved to learn that the trail is still negotiable. They saw another group behind them who should arrive soon. Alright. Alright, I think we are on track here. We have our Hunter's Hut available. By tonight at 6, we'll fully load the Hunter's Hut. Oh, right. The first group is here now. Not you. Want the people then tent. Okay. We're gonna build our roads out here. And we'll have that. Alright. So when this is done, the first thing we're gonna do, I think somebody suggested something different to me. We could do an early hunter's gear instead of the faster gathering, and then maybe the coal thumper. The cold is about to come. We can also do the steam hub first. That way our homes don't have like any varying degrees of temperature problems. Okay, kind of thinking about that instead. Should try the hard mode 0 deaths. That they are crazy hard. I can't even imagine finishing the refugees on hard mode, to be honest. It doesn't seem impossible, and I think that's what's so good about Frostpunk. Let's go ahead and do this one. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of read some of them if I feel inspired to read them, but otherwise, like, I don't know, I've already read them like 4 times. Winterfell is supposed to be the hardest. Oh, I can't even imagine. It's really fascinating that Frostpunk's formula that they've developed makes you believe that everything and anything is possible. And I think that's really, really cool that their design allows you to believe that. And it almost seems like they could legitimately have very much impossible expansions, and we would never know. Because it feels so possible, and some people might even surprise the developers. At least initially. I mean, if you break out the math, I guess it could definitely be mathematically shown that you can't actually finish it. Winterfall was hard on medium. That was one of the harder ones, I felt like. Before I did the refugees on hard. I don't think I've ever said this is so hard on any video game I've ever played. Other than that, like where I just, it was so hard. It was so unbelievably hard. All right, our first research, I think we're gonna do Steam hubs. I'm gonna try to get ahead. I don't want a single sick person ever, which is gonna happen. It's not realistic. Took you a lot of tries. I heard that from people in the chat that the Winterfall was pretty challenging. It took a few people many tries. All right, before I forget, let's go ahead and clear out. There's 10, 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go ahead and full staff a hunter's hut. I can't remember if I actually did it. I feel like I failed the first. Yeah, I failed. It took 4 times. It was the 4th time that I won. Yeah, the snow pit got me. The fact that the game starts off with a snow pit in the heat zone, and I didn't know what a snow pit was, so I didn't even know to look for that. And I don't think I ever actually noticed it. Somebody in chat had to actually mention it to me because I was about to do it twice. We need a beacon. Yep, we will. We'll get there. The sickness mechanic is interesting. You can either just accept it and spam medics, or you can find the root cause and prevent it from even happening, cold food, etc. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I just moved it, built a few things ahead of time, the medical posts, and then we were okay. And this one's big tip is the huts, the initial huts. Everybody should have a home. I found that to be really, really important on hard mode. The last 2 earlier games, like the first half of it, were actually, I felt like were really productive, and we had some really, really good decisions. I was really kind of proud of the decisions that we came across and we made, and I felt really happy about that. But the second half, after you hit the lords, it's a whole other level. We're gonna do, we could do early fighting arena, and we can kind of build against the discontent early. I kind of want to do this whole branch. I don't think I'm super ready for radical treatment. We can also do emergency shift early. I think I'm gonna do the fighting arena though, to combat our future choices. So let's go ahead and put it, actually put it up here. This is where the center of all the huts will be. Once I start getting sick, your workforce takes a hit, and thus your economy struggles, so it just spirals downwards. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. Letting the lords in, so the first time I didn't, and they set up camp. The second time, and I never even got the second wave of lords the first time I got to that point. The second time, I let the lords in the first time. I decided not to let in the second group, but I did let in the third group. And you ended up accepting the second group anyway. I don't know if that's the intended sort of progress for the game, but that's what ended up happening. And that's when it spiraled. After I had all 3 groups in there, it was just, I could not keep up. And I found a bunch of extra food and stuff, but people just got really, really sick, and my research was the worst part. I think everything else was pretty much like somewhat on track, but the sickness as a result of not being able to have the heat available, that's what did me in. The first temperature change was 2 levels. That happened to me 2 out of 4 times. Oh man, that was bad. That was so bad. Those are good memories, though. I have to say, the linger of the experience is good. I feel like it's entirely my fault. I could have done things better, and I just didn't. But that's kind of what the hard modes kind of feel like. They're kind of min-maxing. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be looking kind of in the future. If hard mode is really that hard, it's about min-maxing and stuff, and I might do that on my own time and then do a challenge run. I could see that being a streaming thing, but I don't think I'm gonna do hard mode again on streaming. Man, that was tough. That was... I've never said that so many times while playing anything. A protective mother. Mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look other ways. We could look the other way this time, but others might see it as unfair. Hope will rise slightly. Nothing will change. I want to avoid the second stage of that, so I'm just gonna do. We won't make an exception. We're gonna do mostly an early game child labor, and hopefully we won't have to do too much child labor stuff. I mean, we kind of already did the child safe jobs. I'm kind of bringing that from hard mode. That's like an absolute requirement. We absolutely had to make the kids work. There's no way you can survive in hard mode without making the kids work. Oh, I meant to flip that on before. So these guys are going to be a bit chilly. Actually, we don't really need it. Comfortable is kind of okay. Or not comfortable, but livable is okay. I'm happy with livable. I'd rather save... I mean, we could use it for a day.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Okay, so we can free our workers. And let's go ahead... Make sure our wood is fully staffed. Might as well get our coal in so we can build our coal thumper and things. And that's our... So many people we have. Okay. Research is undergoing. And... Oh, did we had these people the whole time? Did we just get a group and I just caught it early? Just caught it before the game was like ready to tell me. Kind of want to build another workshop. Let's put it on... Let's just put it on the other side here. I really didn't like where I put my workshops last time, so we'll see how it grows this time. Other workshops grow. I think I definitely do want to build a gathering post here. So we can get rid of these piles a little bit faster. Let's build the roads out from here. So we can build our coal thumper up here. So I think that's how I'm going to design all this stuff. So this is going to be medical stuff, non-heating zone, although there are 2 steel refineries up there. Medical stuff, and the pub and things, and then the homes, and then work stuff is going to be over here. Okay, so we're going to do the steam hub, and then we're going to do the beacon. Let's see, steam hub, beacon, coal thumper. I feel like actually we should do... Let's do... Sorry, selfishly thinking to myself. So maybe beacon and then tier 1, which seems a little fast, but the reason why is because I want the wall drill. And then the coal thumper. I'm gonna skip sawmill. We should have enough steel to last us to almost tier 2. Somewhere in between tier 1 and tier 2. At least that's how it was in the hard mode. I have like anxiety from the hard mode experience from last week. Ugh. I do. I feel nervous. I feel nervous about medium right now. There's no reason to. The other reason why I want to get into tier 1 is so we can get into tier 2. So that we can do the generator power upgrade, which we definitely are going to need. But the overdrive coupling, I think, is going to end up saving us after this day. So I think that's it. We're going to do the beacon to get the expensive stuff out of the way. And we can get scouts and we can start getting some materials. And it'll help us expand a little bit faster before stuff really hits the fan. And we have 3 people. What am I doing? Where's our engineers? Let's start moving some people off. Nope. No, they're good. Nobody's sick. Amazing. Knock on wood. Alright, let's go ahead and speed forward a little bit. Doop-a-doop. We actually didn't need the second one here, but because nobody's sick, we can at least put 2 people in the other one. At least get an hour's worth of work in. And let's toss this down and this down. I just need a marker. I don't want to overlap, but it looks like where this is going to go is about right here. Fortunately, we don't have enough wood. Okay, get rid of that. Let's build it up in this direction and then move. Let's put it. See, will it work right there? Wait, we actually already started. Excuse me. Already started the wood, so, or the road. Why won't you let me? Oh, that's a good, perfectly good spot anyway. Early steam hub. Get everybody nice and evenly distributed in the temperatures. This gathering post is going to be done here pretty soon. I'm going to wait until about 50. 9, boom. Alright. Our workers. Where are you? There's 9. And there's plenty. Dump them in there. Alright. Now the hunters are going out, and got to hit the next thing. See, these like timing things that I'm like, oh, I forgot to hit the next thing. That's the kind of stuff that killed me in hard mode. Whoa. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned. One of the cold homes. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because we're about to actually do that anyway. Alright, another group arrives. The next group of our brothers and sisters has joined us. They are relieved to finally see us and our city. Here we can be free at last. In London we had to toil like slaves for a piece of bread. We're gonna do the beacon next, right? The plan. Alright, so we need 3 more huts. Actually, do we? We actually have 2 vacant beds. We do not. We have stuck ahead with the hut building. And let's go ahead and fully staff the gathering post. It's actually... Let's put the children. They're going to be less efficient, but I don't want to be... I don't want to get hit with like child injuries and stuff like that. Okay. The remaining of them on there. So we have a few more engineers. We actually have 3 more engineers. I would love to build another workshop. How much wood is in front of us right now? Okay, 240. I know there's an opportunity to get steel out there in the wilderness there. So we have to keep them warm for 2 days. All right, good. If this was on hard mode, the temperature would be dropping on number 5 right there. You're probably going down another time at like 7 or something. Yeah, this feels all right. I still feel that anxiety. It's in my heart right now. A little anxiety. Unreasonable anxiety. Okay. So we're still climbing up steadily. We should be able to have the beacon. We should have enough steel by the time the beacon comes up. I don't think we really need it, but we could build our second medical post. That way we stay ahead. But I think I want to build another workshop next. Because we should be able to fully staff another workshop. I really want this coal pile to be gone, so I can add another workshop behind here. Kind of stack them up over here. So Bozo, on your primary playthrough, did you let the lords in? Which path did you pick? All right. So now we can get our people out of there. Boom. And let's keep this fully staffed. And let's put the rest of the people on the other piles. I want to get rid of these piles as fast as possible. Don't want to give any spoilers, gotcha. I did get through all 3 of them. I'll say, I don't want to ruin it for anybody else that might be in chat. I did deal with the leader. Public house is definitely... I think the public house is next. I'm not expecting anybody to die soon. I really want to be in front of the hope and the discontent, and I'm going to build that whole tree out as soon as possible. This is not the optimal place to put it right here, but we're gonna do that. Let's see, let's get rid of some roads. Get rid of you, up to that corner, and you up to that corner. Oh, we have 2 sick people. With the Lord Kraken. Oh, after what the... Yeah, after you hear what he did, I let him in. I let him in, but I didn't treat him nicely. Let's just say that. Double rations for kids. Will hope rise every time? I kind of just did this before. I feel confident in medium mode that we should be able to keep up with it, but this is kind of one of the things I was trying to avoid. It helps prevent injuries. Alright. I'm gonna regret that one. Speaking of... what are we doing on... Let's actually... Let's increase our wood income. That steel pile is gone. Okay. That's where the extra people came from. Alright. So let's grab 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take 10. Put them on this pile. Mismathed that. Yeah, the last time I was playing, I sort of got over my head. I got in over my head, and I decided to do it anyway. I knew that it was gonna end up hurting in the end, but I decided to do it anyway. I decided to let him in. So this is going to leave me with 12. We get 15 back to get 27. We're kind of wasting our research time. This is how I get into trouble all the time. 201. There's still a lot of wood to go through. So we just finished the beacon. We should build the beacon, really. I guess whenever we can. The public house is probably not as powerful as the beacon. I don't know, is it worth having the 3 workshops? Probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going in this route. If we get to 50 wood before 35 steel, which we probably will, then I'm gonna go ahead and queue up tier 1. And while that's happening, let's get these engineers out of here and fully staff these other piles here. Actually move them over to the steel. I don't favor the beacon necessarily. Building the beacon, I mean. Over getting research going. Let's see, these, oh, there's actually quite a few people in there. Yeah, I think in hard mode at this point we had 2 medical posts. I think I went with 1 workshop, and that's probably where our second medical post came from. I'm comfortable going with the research of tier 1. Where's the other engineers? Are one of them sick? I think one of them is sick. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with tier 1 here over a fast build for the not fast build, over building another medical post right now. I mean, we have a pretty good income for wood. This one's at 4 per hour, and these are at 4, so we're looking at 8, 9, 10, almost 11 per hour. We should be able to do another medical post here shortly. Where's our other... Oh, whoops. There they are. I thought there's a few more. There we go. I was trying to take advantage of the extra 3 engineers we had. See if we can get through research a little bit faster this playthrough. Alright, we're gonna wait until 50 and we're gonna toss our workers in there. Go. These groups are pretty healthy. Their income rate, at least, I mean. And I like where coal is. But I still kind of want to half it. I really want... Our wood income needs to be pretty high. Alright, cool.
End of shift. Go rest.
So we're looking good. Everybody's livable. Except for the gathering post over there. Go ahead and fast forward through the night here. Next law is going to be opening up in 8 hours, 7 hours. The next law... We have the public house to build. There's another group. Missing children. Several families have reached our city. Unfortunately, some of their children got lost in the trail bend. They are distraught and beg you to help their kids. I see. How can you leave your children behind? Okay. Perfect. That's what I want to see. I want to see exactly that. I want the wait. We need more wood. I want to see the spacing like perfectly math out there. Pretty much like came out perfectly. And this one even gets this one over here. So we are skipping the one over here though. It's unfortunate. Oh well. It is what it is. As they say. As the great people of the world say. This one's a as a nothing because we don't have enough wood to actually build a road there. Oh well. So we're gonna have to put a second hub over there. We probably, you know, oh crud. We should have been building the houses over here. I don't want to do another steam hut, steam hub. This one isn't even in range. Ugh, a little bit of a waste of wood there. Hopefully it's not going to be life or death in medium here, though. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. Let's go ahead and do the moonshine.
New law. A new law has passed.
Okay, okay. What do we need for the public house? 10 and 20. I would definitely want to build the beacon first. When we get in food... Our food is coming in slowly. We did the soup. Probably should make the next hunter's hut here. I was thinking about doing the medical post first. I mean, today I'll probably do the medical post first, then a hunter's hut. We have more engineers? Yes, we do. We actually just got a shipment of engineers. And that is the most appropriate way to describe people. No, it's terrible. That's what this game does. It just encourages you to mistreat people. Oh. Alright, those huts are now gone. Let's go ahead and build 1, then 2, and then medical posts, and then another hunter's hut. And food's about to come in. Coming in pretty late today, actually. Okay, let's grab those people. These poor people, they never get any time off. Okay, distributing people around. Doob-doob-doo. Getting a few hungry people. Make sure we make that food fast. People don't eat the raw food there. Alright, so our income for wood would be pretty strong right now. I'm not sure if I have to worry about... I don't know. I feel like there's still definitely stuff to worry about. And even over on medium. I think there's plenty to worry about still. And we have to keep up the pace of people coming in, which is pretty extraneous. Right, let's put one person in there. Why is this inefficient right now? Where'd all my people go? Why aren't they working? One employee delivers 20%. There's nobody in there. But this rate still feels pretty fast. Alright, whatever. Alright, so let's do the... Do we do the medical post? Yeah, I think we need a medical post. I do not want that to get ahead of me. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna do another hunter's hut for 20 wood. There it is. Alright, next thing we're gonna research power generator upgrade. We need 20 wood for that. And there it is. Generator power upgrade. Okay. And this is going to be the most expensive road. We're going to need this road anyway. Let's see. Doop-a-doop. There we go. Nice and connected. We still have some homeless people. Our next 10, we're going to build a hut. And boop. Alright, I saw coal depleted. Alright, this little pile is now gone. And let's restructure. Let's get our engineers out of here. Workers in there. Gonna clear out some space for the next medical post here. Keep an eye on time. Playing around with 2, 3 speed, fast forwardy bits. Dangerous. I'm really bad at managing that time. Alright. And let's go ahead and grab our workers. 2, 3. And our hunter's hut has not finished being built. It's okay. Our food is alright. Hey, Natty! Boop. How's the day treating you today, Natty? You're at therapy, cool. Had a very good session, alright. What did I mess? You didn't mess up anything. I messed up. I didn't mess up anything either. Not yet. Not yet. We're playing a medium. It's relaxing, other than me feeling incredibly stressed out for no particular reason. Because I just have the hippy-jibbies of the hard mode. It's weighing on me, weighing heavily on my soul. That's okay, though. We don't need that extreme talk here. We have no food, don't listen. It's true. It's true, but we'll get over that. People will find food, don't you worry. I think we can actually build a beacon now. And we're gonna plop it. I want to put it here. We don't need to heat it up. Oh well, it's fine. Whatever. At least then we're not going to be staring. At least then we're not going to be staring at a big pole like for 3 hours. Hey, Crystal Dots, hello. Good to see you here. Boop, boop. We're playing on medium. Sorry if that's disappointing for anybody here. My little heart can't take hard mode anymore. And the next game I'm thinking about playing is gonna be shapes.io. That is spelled shape, SHAPE, and with a Z.io. I'm thinking about that one. If everybody has any objections, I'm open to other suggestions, but that one I'm pretty interested in. It's a like a fairly lax Factorio. Satisfactory, yeah. I have played it. I put in about 8 hours, I don't know, a year and a half ago when the early access came out. That is definitely on my radar. Crystal Dots. I kind of, for some reason, it left my radar, and you're putting it in my radar again. Yeah, I could definitely play some Satisfactory. So, have you been playing it? Flexes. Bro. Satisfactory. Is it satisfying? Have you played it recently? Just kind of curious because I remember reading about if I can't summon the information, so I can't really have an actual conversation, I suppose. If I put somebody in there now, does it matter? I guess we can find out. Where are my workers? I remember something about the balance of sending stuff up to the mothership. And like some things, or like the milestones, something, I think, if I remember correctly, something about the milestones being really easy to hit, but then building stuff was, I don't know. I just stopped making stuff up. Oh, Bozo, you're off to sleep? No worries. Good to see you. Thanks for coming around. Sorry it's so late. Have a good night's sleep. Keep uploading to YouTube. Will do. Beacon has been built. Yes, that's right. They did just add it to Steam. Alright, we can't add scouts yet. I do have it on Epic Game Store. Back when it was like $20 or something. I could do Satisfactory. I could. Actually sounds interesting. I don't know what the viewership ratio. I'm not sure what the viewership ratio. I don't want to be like fussing over the numbers and stuff. Like Shapes.io has a pretty good ratio right now. I can only see that working for like a few days, and like maybe a Satisfactory after that. Maybe I could do just Satisfactory immediately and just put in the hours. And Shapes.io might be, I don't know, a few days of playtime and then go, yep, that was relaxing. It was kind of like Factorio, but just, you know, without enemies and stuff. Satisfactory. I'll have to consider that one. I'm not sure how long refugees on medium is going to take now. Oh, that's right, the coal pile depleted. And I moved everybody off the coal. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the balance I want. Actually put 5 and 5. Let's check on our food. Okay, take him out. Hey, we are gonna get some food. Alright. 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. That's a proper count. We're gonna have to make up for not grabbing coal from before, so increase our coal input ratio here. We do have to make a public house here within 2 days, which is a good amount of time. I'm prioritizing research first, though. Kind of want to do the wall drill. Oh, there's nobody on here. Alright. I think having that many people is probably a little unnecessary. Just take... I want 10. I want 10 on there. I'm gonna put 10 on there. Oh, yes. Okay. So, wall drill. We need 10 steel. Anything else like a lower hanging fruit? We could do a coal thumper. We do have a lot of coal here. And we do not have a lot of wood. But I think the wall drill is definitely a little bit higher priority. Now I'm thinking about buying the Satisfactory and playing along. Oh, fun! Alright. Alright, Satisfactory. That's what we'll do. Totally watch it too. Oh yes. And as a bonus, there's multiplayer, so we can all hop on together. Oh, there is. Interesting. That sounds like a bunch of chaos. Is it anything like Factorio? Factorio multiplayer, where everybody can just kind of run around like crazy and just do whatever they want? Alright, 10. We have our 10 here. Let's do the wall drill. Let's go ahead and start. So, are we close to a steam core here? Should probably throw. Let's drop this down to 5 and start working on the steam core. Okay. Excuse me. Our food has started to turn into a thing. There we go. There's our extra people. Let's get this up to 10 each. Doesn't hurt to have a bit of coal. We actually need a steam core like pronto. Exactly like Factorio. No limits, no rules. Though the host can kick people, that's it. What crates has depleted? Oh, they both just depleted. Alright, we are officially out of wood. That's a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. Okay. We're alright. Could actually increase... Get some engineers on there. Engineers are good for team cores.